Good evening, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to Abundant Life News. I'm Amit Burrow. So tonight we have a special report for you, and it's going to be a new segment called For the People. So For the People is a segment where you get to ask me questions, or you can just suggest any topic, and I will look into it for you, for the people. And so tonight's For the People segment is dedicated to Brandy. Thank you so much for sending us this topic. We had a chance to go ahead and research it for you, and it is the National Park Service. So recently, with the National Park Service, there was a massive layoff. So over 1,000 individuals were laid off from their jobs. And why? Because of a downsizing, because of the federal freeze. So we do know that President Trump put a freeze into hiring any of the federal workers and hiring any new individuals to come into the government. And so, with that being said, that actually alarmed a lot of various agencies with getting layoffs, massive layoffs, because there's been these audits. So we talked about some of the audits on yesterday with DOGE. So recommendations from DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, they made these recommendations to get rid of individuals to continue with downsizing the budget, right? All right, so National Parks Service was one of those. So with the National Park Service, like I said, 1,000 individuals were laid off, but it came very abruptly. It came right around Valentine's Day, and it's actually being known right now as the Valentine's Day Massacre because 1,000 people lost their jobs on that day. The day of love, not so much. So that's what happened. And so with developments, it seems like it has been reversed. So just recently, as of today, there was a memo that was sent out, and ABC News reported on it first, and they talked about how this memo came out, and it talked about now individuals are going to be rehired. So President Trump is now rehiring up to 7,700 seasonal workers for the National Park Service. Because think about it, a lot of individuals not being there and being laid off suddenly, the parks were not going to be maintained. Operations were not going to be running smoothly. Who's going to clean the parks? Abruptly, all these people were just let go. Well, now he's going to be hiring so many more workers, 7,700. And usually that number is 6,500 workers for the year. 7,700 workers. Seasonal workers are going to be hired now because of everything that has taken place. It seems like he had a change of heart, and the new development came out, and now these people are going to be rehired and hired new hires coming in for the National Park Service. We need workers for our parks. Especially, we need to be able to make sure that things are being maintained and that services are still in operation. And so that's the latest. And thanks so much for the suggestion, Brandy. And if you have a suggestion and you want us to look into it, we're happy to do it. All right. Thanks for tuning in to ALN. Have a lovely, lovely day.